Why do bad things happen to good people? I see this question a lot. It's usually on Twitter whenever I see like war-related stuff. There's a lot of war stuff happening right now that you'll see content about, and usually in the replies are like, what made these people deserve it? And maybe they didn't deserve it. Maybe this soul is purer than we thought, and bad things do happen to good people all the time. But sometimes there's storylines that are happening that we know nothing about, and only God does. How's it going? A lot of people don't believe in reincarnation in Western society. I do. I was introduced to it through my faith that I found through my ex-girlfriend. And I believe in reincarnation for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons I believe in it is because it logically makes sense. Like, it makes sense that there is good and bad things people have done that we don't know about that could be a reason for why people suffer through things they do in this lifetime. We don't know what they've done in past lifetimes. So you might think that somebody is innocent in this life, and they might be suffering because of karmic stuff that they've gone through in a past lifetime. Another reason I believe in reincarnation is because, like, everything has a personality kind of when it's born. Like, some babies cry more than others, some laugh more. Why does this thing have personality? And why does everything perfectly fall into place even when it is appeared to be bad? Too many people are trying to play God when they judge a scenario. When you are the one who's deciding what is good and bad, you are thinking that you know more than God does. This is why you should be stoic through everything that happens in life, because you don't actually know why God is doing something to somebody. And so, like, people that are suffering, like, they might be going through their soul. Like, if somebody dies in this body, they might be going through something that is putting them in a better consciousness in another lifetime. And that might bring them closer to God in another lifetime. So when you are saying that something is bad, you're basically playing God. And so you should view everything as good because God has a plan that you don't understand. And so there are other reasons that a bad thing would happen to a good person, and that could be because somebody is accumulating bad karma. And because God gave us free will, so we have the choice to do evil, and that would impact us more than the soul it's happening to. Like, that would probably actually relieve karma from that soul. You ever notice whenever you suffer through something, you become closer to God? Like, anytime you go through a breakup or whatever, a death, the hardest moments in your life will always bring you closer to God. One of the biggest lessons I've been given is from the Gita, and knowing that our soul still lives on even if we're in other bodies. And it says that the soul is indestructible, so you don't need to feel pity or sorrow for losing somebody. And it allows you to not be so attached to these temporary outcomes that are happening constantly in our lives. Like, you need to view life as a traveler. You're here to just learn about God and go on the journey towards God. You can't be so attached to all these trials that are happening because the material world is full of them. We chose to be in these bodies. God gave us the choice to be with Him in the spiritual world or to come down to the material world, which is where we're at now. When you are in this body, you will constantly be going through suffering because everything here is temporary. And so the only way we can find shelter and real comfort and peace is knowing that God is our real home. Back with God is our real home. And so you can't be attached to any other place. You can love people and you can enjoy everything and go through the experience of it, but you can't be attached to anything in the material world because it's all temporary. But that doesn't mean to be discouraged. There's beauty in that, in the temporary parts of this lifetime. So instead of saying, why do bad things happen to good people, have true faith in God and know there's a storyline that's happening that you know nothing about. And yeah, God is the greatest of all planners, and he understands more about what's happening than you do. So have faith.